Right, so it may not be the biggest game in South African football like the Soweto Derby last weekend, but this clash between Mamelodi Sundowns as well as Orlando Pirates promises to have a far more greater impact on the title race in the Betway Premiership. Sundowns currently top the standings with 39 points. This from 14 games, while Pirates are second on 33 points from 13 games. So we are joined in studio now by two super fans from the opposing teams. Dinah Matli, also known as Lady D, as well as President Strata, as well as Oscar Ntsinti, who's also in studio for us, the fan from Mamelodi Sundowns, to have a chat to us about this game. Oscar, what is your nickname?
Well, I just go by Jasmine. That is my football name, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
President Strata.
I go by, I know you know me. Let me take my head on and take the grace. Yeah, I'm not gonna Lady D, President Strata, Queen of the Jungle, That's how they know me.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you so much.
You seem calm and cool and collected, Lady D. It's a big game. There's a lot weighing on this game from an Orlando Pirates perspective.
Definitely.
Talk to me about the importance of this game from a super fan perspective.
It is. I think it's one big encounter that we're going to experience today, a nail-biting game. That's the first thing. Battle of the stars, battle of the best. The two coaches coming against each other. But what I can say about my team, we've been playing very good football, so it's them at the same time. But what I know is that we eagerly need the 3 points. Remember, we lost 2 games, but we are looking forward to making sure that they doesn't open the gap to 9 points. We make sure that we have to stop them today and collect maximum points.
You say it's going to be a good game. You know, there's different battles, and we'll get into those different battles in this game. But do you think if Pirates win this game, do you think it might be a strong indicator whether Pirates really have real title credentials, if they have what it takes to win the league? Because a lot of people are saying the Buccaneers are the team that have what it takes to stop Mamelodi Sundowns in this year's campaign.
We do have. I think currently, look at the previous cycle, we managed to win games. That's what Mamelodi Sundowns normally does. They collect points as much as possible from the first cycle. So we managed to do that as well. We only lost our game now in January when we played Cape Town City away and also at home Stellenbosch. So the only 2 games that we lost. But at the moment, we're still in the title race. He mustn't feel comfortable that he's going to take... I'm just going to breathe on his neck. I'm not going to make it easy for him to win it. So definitely what's going to happen, we make sure that we collect maximum. We're still in the race to win it. We just have to make sure that today, at least we win this game, to not make them to extend the points to a 9-point gap, because the more they extend the point, then it's going to make it difficult for us. So we have to make sure that we breathe on their neck, we win today's game.
Oscar?
High expectation game, high caliber game, blockbuster, highly demanding, probably highly mentally draining for the players. But for us as the fans, I would want to find myself as close as possible to Lesser Scoop, because you know what, when our players are hearing that beat, that singing, you know, they respond. So it's going to be an interesting game. Orlando Pirates, they don't have good memories coming to Loftus. You know what, ever since we beat them 6-0, the 8 cables, they never recover.
That game.
So anytime they come to us, they come with caution. So I'm expecting them probably to come with play on transition, play on a counter, because they know once they open the gates, Mamelodi Sundowns, we don't know what is to
Let's talk about the stats, because we need to bring and remind Lady D of what the stats are looking like. When you look at the times that Orlando Pirates as well as Mamelodi Sundowns have played since the professional era started in 1985, 30 games played, around 79 games played between these two sides. 37 games going in the way of Mamelodi Sundowns, 21 games going the way of Pirates. So this is a one-sided affair. If we had to be realistic, Lady D, it's a one-sided affair. It tells us that Orlando Pirates are on the back foot when it comes to playing Mamelodi Sundowns in the PSL. It's a good stat, right, as a Mamelodi Sundowns supporter going into this one and looking at the history of these two teams when it comes to the PSL.
You know what? Stats are good, but I cannot shy away from the fact that they've had a good recent cup run against us.
Absolutely.
But they know, in the league, Mamelodi Sundowns are dominant. But I don't want to read too much into those stats, although they are good, you know, for fans. But today it's a different ball game. They've been very good for the past, 18 months under the Spaniard Jose Rivero. I respect these guys. They've got, you know, their Arsenal. I mean, they've got some great players who can change the game just like that.
Yeah.
So I do respect that.
Lady G, who do you think are those players that are likely to change the game for your team today?
We've got Tito. We've got Mofokeng really. We've got Makatlin in the middle of the park defensively. It's a pity that Mabasa is suspended, but we've got Elvis Mahopa, who's very good aerially, and also to make sure that the defense of Sundowns is not resting. So I think we've got critical players. We've got at the back, Toki's back, CBC is there as well. So I think we've got players that are capable to can pull it off today. And just like you indicated with the stats, yes, they've got an upper hand against us. They are more clinical than us. It's not a secret because they score more goals than us. We do create a lot of chances, but most of the time we don't convert. So I think it's something that we have to pay attention to when we're playing against them today, because you see when they are playing, they are scoring 3, 4, 5 goals.
Lots of
so
goals, yeah.
Tina, sometimes we win by 2-1, 1, you know, so we are not that much clinical unlike them. But I believe that it's something that the coach, we've got the best coach, Jose Riviero, that maybe they looked into their previous games to see how can we best defensively make sure that we close them, they don't penetrate the final third.
Oscar, are you guys settled though with Mika Gadoso? I mean, he's been in charge for about 11 matches since he came to South Africa in the Betway Premiership. He's unbeaten in 11 games. Are you settled as a fan seeing the philosophy that he's trying to bring at the Mamelodi Sundowns this season?
You know, one thing I'd really like to highlight about the Portuguese tactician is he is a very good coach in that he reads the game very well. And, you know, if you are a good tactician, you know who to put in at what time. You know, the game we played against, just forgot now, before the Wednesday one, he substituted Nkulise at around 34th minute or so. A lot of people were critical initially, but the person he put in, Ushasha, the Namibian sniper, he's the one who changed the game. So that's what you want from a coach. This one is a winner. That's what he wants. Unlike a Roland who wants to play 1,000 passes, beautiful football. This one is a serial winner. Yeah. So in him, we are confident. We trust our management and we are behind the Portuguese tactician. I think the Pirates folks, they are coming to Loftus today. They know very well. They know very well what they're going to face. And but what we don't want is we don't want to make them eat cables again. We respect them that much. Yeah.
Hey, Oscar, now.
Yeah,
it's a big game, guys. It's a sold-out affair. Lady G, we'll start with you, ma'am. Prediction for this game.
My prediction, I'm looking at a 2-1.
Who's
It's going to be a tough encounter. I'm seeing Dito is going to score, and then also Mbata is going to score for us.
All right. Oscar?
I see a red card. Tawiso Sesane is out injured. That one who likes to kick our players to pieces, Tapulo Kogi, will be back.
Yeah,
so that one will cause a penalty and there's going to be a red card. 3-1, Mamelodi Sundowns. Lucas Ribeiro Costa, the Brazilian, and will probably score also with a set piece because that's what Portuguese tacticians specialize with. Maybe a Kankekana or maybe Malik Hoza with a header and that penalty.
All right, guys. Good luck. It's going to be
Thank
a
you
good
so
game.
much. Thank you so much.
It really is going to be a good
we
game.
shall see.
Hey, Katlabon, thank you so much for the super fans for joining us into studio this morning as we build up to that top of a table clash between Mamelodi Sundowns as well as Orlando Pirates at the Loftus Versfeld. Champions League football will be on display later on this afternoon.